what we're going to talk about, what the center of this whole interaction is going to be about, is I've been building a brand that us people, not black people, white people, Asian people, Jewish people, us people who want to build a better future can come collaborate on. I still want you to own what you're doing as a media creator. I want you to do what you're doing and own those parts. But I still want you to be able to collaborate with other people who have the same mindset, beliefs, and basically, I want to build a company, a brand, culture that influences the mainstream culture, right? Because there's a lot of people who are seeking a brand that isn't, the Red Cross, isn't those legacy brands, I call them, but a new age brand that still embraces hip hop, still embraces technology, but embraces it in a way that reshapes it in not a cliche way towards changing the future. Nowadays, rappers like G-Eazy or Kendrick or any other rapper is talking about like, hey, we should come together, we should do these things, we should change the world. J. Cole in a song was like, hey, I want to be able to vote from my app on my phone, right? I'm a programmer. I build technology, so those are things that we can do. I know that some black people who I know don't want to go for nursing, they don't want to go for all these other legacy kind of occupations. Some of them are going for programming. So I want to give them the opportunity to own the programs they create. More than anything, and all the people that I collaborate with, it is about owning your creations. I don't want to own your creations. I don't want you to feel like me collaborating with you is going to put you in a bottleneck. I want you to work with me, and the experiences we have together will create something that not only you and I will benefit from, but somebody who is sitting behind the screens right now can look at it and be like, I'm inspired by that. I want to be like that. I want to join them on this journey. I want to create with them and make myself better, make money in the process, and achieve my dreams. I also wanted to have people like kids, like my little brother, like when I have my own children, to be able to look up to a black person. And when you think of the richest people on the planet right now, majority of them are predominantly white. Now I'm super humanistic, and I don't like splitting people into colors, religions, these demographics that we have with each other. But I want, when Black Panther came out, one of the big things was that I took my little brother and sister and I was like, look, here's a superhero who is African. They didn't paint Africa in a dystopian kind of way, like niggas is just eating dirt in the desert. They painted Africa as a futuristic city, and I wanted my sister and brother to be inspired by that. Now, that's fictional and all. I would like a brand, a people, to be able to look up to any person who represents the demographic to be like, I know what that means to be. I want people to look up to me and be like, hey, I see where he's going. When people mention Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, Larry Page, all these people who run these top 10 companies that rule the world in a sense, I want to be there to be like, hey, there's Polycap there. He's a person who my son can look up to and say, when I grow up, I want to be like Polycap. I'm not from a well-off family. My dad didn't give me $1 million to start off with. I'm building everything that I'm doing from the ground up. So that's, in a sense, in a nutshell, what we're going to be talking about. So it's a roundabout way, but it's still dope. And so we're going to get into it.
Yeah, let's get into it, man. Let's see what you got.